So I wanted to create a quick video just to answer another question. Someone was doing intermittent fasting and their cholesterol was actually going up and they were concerned. And I understand, you don't want to get a clogged artery and then end up getting a heart attack. I totally got it. But just hear me out for a second, because if you're doing intermittent fasting and keto together, you are not going to get a heart attack, okay? Even if your cholesterol does go up temporarily. When you do fasting, you're going to mobilize your fat, okay? What's in the fat? It's filled mostly with triglycerides, okay? There's also some cholesterol in there as well. Triglycerides are going to be used as energy, okay, primarily. Cholesterol is not going to be used for energy. We don't use cholesterol for energy. It's used to make hormones, sex hormones like testosterone, estrogen, also cortisol, which is your anti-inflammatory hormones, and there's many other ones. It's also needed for cell membranes, okay? All of the cell membranes in your body need cholesterol. So your body makes a lot of cholesterol. It makes like 3,000 milligrams per day. So when you eat more cholesterol, your body will make less. When you eat less, your body makes more. There's a feedback mechanism going on. But this next point is very, very important. Repair. Cholesterol acts to repair damage in the body. And because cholesterol doesn't just float through the arteries, it has to be put in a mechanism or a little shuttle bus of protein so it can be transported through the body easily, because cholesterol and blood don't mix that well, okay? So it's put into little shuttles. They're called LDL, HDL, etc. And 99% of the time when you do fasting, you're going to see a huge drop in triglycerides. You're going to also see a drop in LDL. You may initially see a spike in cholesterol simply because it's being mobilized, but you normally will see a drop in LDL, okay, and a spike in HDL. And these two shuttle buses kind of work in tandem. So the LDL takes the cholesterol from the liver out through the body to do its work, and the HDL will take the excess and bring it back to the liver for recycling. So if your cholesterol is a little high, realize you're just in the transition phase. It's going to come down, and despite it being high, it's still not a problem. A really good test for you to do would be this right here. You take your cholesterol, and then you minus your HDL and your LDL, okay? And you're going to get something called remnant cholesterol. Because what's happening, you have this dynamic situation where your body is feeding the hormones, building the cell membranes, doing some repair, but also cleaning up any extra as well. But the other thing you really need to know is that what's really behind the high cholesterol and the high triglycerides is the carbohydrates. It's the desserts, it's the sweets, etc. When you do fasting or you bring your carbs down, the body stops storing, okay? And it starts using the stored energy as fuel. So I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it's an important message. And I know I've said this same thing in 1,000 different ways. But for some people, it does take the repetition before it finally sinks in and they actually do apply the information. Hey, if you're liking this content, please subscribe now, and I will actually keep you updated on future videos.